Ladies and gentlemen, these are the manuals. I am so happy to show them. I know that some of the teachers are already using these, but we want them to use them officially and with much pride, starting from today. On that note, it is my honor and pleasure to show these and to consider them duly launched. Thank you very much.
We are going to hear a background of the Penn Resource Center. Why this resource center? Why this space? Why this approach? And what is the potential benefits that this space is going to offer for science education in Ghana? So we'll invite Dr. Heather Beam to give us a background to the Penn Resource Center before we move to cut the ribbon.
We talk about STEM more and more now in Ghana. And at Penn, we talk about hands-on and we talk about local materials. Part of what we want to do to succeed in our mission is to make that very obvious. We want it to be crystal clear. When we talk about hands-on activities with local materials, what does that look like? What does that experience feel like? And what are some examples of what Ghanaian students have done with that? We know that seeing is believing. And so all of these things came together to guide us to aspire to create a physical space where we could have some of our hands-on activities on display. We want all education stakeholders, students, parents, administrators, government officials to have a space where they can come to and experience for themselves firsthand what it means and what it feels like to do hands-on activities with local materials here in Ghana. So to that end, we are so excited that we have this small space to launch today. We want to thank the Rotary Club of Colorado Springs, who supported us with a grant to make the Resource Center a success, as well as our neighborhood company, Maybert Engineering, who supported us with an AC. So I hope you all will enjoy your tour of the space. We have some demos on display. I hope that you yourself will get an experience of hands-on activities today, and we hope that many stakeholders will come through this space and gain a firsthand appreciation of the power of hands-on learning and the amazing things that Ghanaian students can build and make when they get access to this type of education.
It is a pleasure and an honor to launch this resource center. Congratulations, Penn. Congratulations. As a secondary school student, getting ready for O-levels, taking physics as a subject, I had never done any practicals in electricity, nothing. It was a week to the exam when we were called to the lab to come and set up some circuits. I remember looking at the wires and wondering, what is this mess? Because in all the textbooks that we read, the circuits had these nice bars, lines. connecting the components. And so they had to be bars. I was looking for metal bars. At least I knew that much because you had to be conductors, right? But the mess of the wires was a shock to me. And yet, I was able to take that exam and I passed very well. Anyway, this is not new to many of you. Anybody listening to me, this is not new. We have known for a long time that our education, especially our STEM education, has been a means to an end. It is not because we want to use the knowledge for anything, but because we want to get somewhere. But I am happy to note that in the time that I have been around, I have started seeing changes. And what Penn is doing is one of those big changes that I'm seeing. It gives me great hope that the story will change. In fact, the story has started changing, right? Now, some of my positive stories. It's again about me personally. My most memorable educational experiences have not been me sitting in class listening to long lectures, or me reading many textbooks or studying all sorts of things. I've done plenty of that, trust me. But those were not my memorable experiences. Let me share some of those memorable ones with you. First, I learned about the life cycle of a butterfly. This was when I was in basic school. And I wanted to check to make sure that what the teachers were saying were not their stories. I went to find caterpillars. Of course, I killed a few of them. I begged forgiveness. But eventually, I was able to see caterpillars being converted into those pupae and then having them come out as butterflies. It was the greatest joy I had. And that is why I didn't mind being a science student, because I could tell that they were not lying to us after all. Some of these things were true. But it's more effort than what is currently being done. So the challenge is going to be there. So those of you, GES, this is my recommendation. Make it worthwhile to do these activities. People work to a reward system. If there is no reward to be gained by doing the extra things, why would they do it? They may get all the training. They would have a change in mindset, but if it's just too much effort, they may not do it. So please, I am pleading with you. Let's look for ways in which we can reward those who actually take this new message and move it forward.